Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into part 2 of chapter 19 of Marked by PCcast and KristenCast, so let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest clicking off the video now. You have been warned. I remembered how she'd been all over him, even when he was clearly telling her no. Actually, I would have felt sorry for her if she hadn't been so I struggled to put it into words. Rapey? Stevie Ray offered helpfully. Yeah, that's it. She definitely didn't take his no as a no. She has this attitude like it's her right to be as mean and nasty as she wants to be, and we should all just bow down and accept her. Stevie Ray nodded. That's how her friends are too. Yeah, I met the awful triplets. You mean Warlike, Terrible, and Wasp? Exactly. What were they thinking when they took those horrid names? I said, popping pretzels into my mouth. They were thinking exactly what the entire group of hers thinks, because that they are better than everyone else and untouchable because Aphrodite is going to be the next high priestess. I spoke the next words and they whispered through my mind. I don't think Nyx will allow that. What do you mean? They are already in the in-group, and Aphrodite has been the leader of the Dark Daughters since her infirmity became obvious during her 5th former year. What's her affinity? She gets visitors like our future tragedies. Stevie Ray scowled. Do you think she fakes them? Oh heck no, she's amazingly accurate. What I think, and Damien and the twins agree with me, is that she only tells about the visions if she has one when she's around people outside of her little group. Wait, are you saying she knows about bad things that are going to happen in time to stop them, but she doesn't do anything about it? Yep. Last week she had a vision during lunch, but the hags closed ranks around her and started leading her out of the dining hall. If Damien hadn't run right into them because he was late and hurrying into lunch, making them scatter so that he could see that Aphrodite was in the middle of a vision, no one would have ever known. And a whole plane full of people would probably be dead. I choked on a pretzel between coughs. I sputtered, a plane full of people? What the hell? Yeah, Damien could tell Aphrodite was having a vision, so he got in a fret. Aphrodite had to tell her the vision, which was seeing a jet crash just after takeoff. Her visions are so clear that she could describe the airport and read the numbers on the tail of the plane. Nefret took that info and contacted the Denver airport. They double-checked the plane and found some problem that they hadn't noticed before and said that if they hadn't fixed it, then the plane would have crashed immediately after takeoff. But I know darn well Aphrodite wouldn't have said a word if she hadn't been caught, even though she made up a big lie about her friends leading her from the dining hall because they knew she'd want to be taken to Nefret right away. Total BS. I started to say that I couldn't believe that even Aphrodite and her hags would purposely allow the death of hundreds of people, but then I remembered the hateful stuff they'd said that night. Human men suck, they should all die, and I realized they hadn't just been talking, they'd been serious. So why didn't Aphrodite lie to Nefret? You know, tell her a different airport or switch the numbers of the plane around or something? Vamps are almost impossible to lie to, especially when they ask you a direct question. And remember, Aphrodite wants to be a high priestess more than anything. If Nefret believed she was as twisted as she is, it would be seriously hurt her future plans. Aphrodite has no business being a high priestess. She's selfish and hateful, and so are her friends. Yeah, well, Nefret doesn't think so, and she was her mentor. I blinked in surprise. You've got to be kidding me. And she doesn't see through Aphrodite's crap? That couldn't be right. Nefret is way smarter than that. Stevie Ray shrugged. She acts different around Nefret, but still. And she does have a powerful affinity, which has to mean that Nyx has special plans for her, or she's a demon from hell and gets her power from the dark side. Hello? Has no one even seen Star Wars? It was hard to believe Anakin Skywalker would turn, and look what happened there. Zoe, that's like total fiction. Still, I think it makes a good point. Well, try telling that to Nefret. I chewed my sandwich and thought about it. Maybe I should. Nefret did seem way too smart to fall for Aphrodite's games. She probably already knew something was up with the hags. Maybe all she needed was someone to stand up and say something to her. So, has anyone ever tried to tell Nefret about Aphrodite? I asked. Not that I know of. Why not? Stevie Ray looked uncomfortable. Stop. Cooper, stop it. Stevie Ray looked uncomfortable. Well, I think it seems kind of tattletale-like. Anyway, what would we tell Nefret? that we think Aphrodite might hide her visions, but that the only proof we have is that she's a hateful bitch. Stevie Ray shook her head. No, I can't see that going over very well with Nefret. Plus, if by some miracle she believed us, what would Nefret do? It's not like she's going to kick her out of school so she can cough herself to death on the streets. She'd still be here with her pack of hags and all those guys who would do anything for her if she snapped her little clawed fingers at them. I guess it's just not worth it. Stevie Ray had a point, but I didn't like it. I really, really didn't like it. Things might be different if a more powerful fledgling took Aphrodite's place as the leader of the Dark Daughters. I jumped guiltily and covered it by a big gulp of pop. What was I thinking? I wasn't power hungry. I didn't want to be a high priestess or get caught up in the pain in the ass battle with Aphrodite and half the school, the more attractive half at that. I just wanted to find a place for myself in this new life, a place that felt like home, a place where I fit in and was like the rest of the kids. Then I remembered the electric jolts I'd felt during the casting of both circles and how the elements had seemed to sizzle through my body, and also how I had to force myself to stay in the circle and not join Aphrodite in the casting. I will see you guys in the next part because it's going to have to be in the next part, so...